Spirit Tuesday and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how to make friends in university. So making friends in university is very different to making friends in high school, because the thing about high school is that you're all shoved together very closely every single day. You all take classes together, you take lunch together. Basically, just being in the same place at the same time kind of forces you to be friends. And the thing about university is that you lose all of that structure. There's no set times, there's no compulsory attendance, and there's so many more classes. It's so much more spread out, and it's just a very different environment. So making friends is very different to like any situation that you might have been in before. So yeah, basically when I started university, I didn't have anyone from my high school that I even knew, like even casually. I didn't know anyone. And the reason for this is because the high school that I went to academically did very badly. The teachers were just terrible. Like, they were some of the worst teachers I ever had in my whole life. And the high school was basically very bad, and most of the students either didn't graduate or they didn't get the right test scores to go to university. Like, they just didn't make it. So yeah, I was one of the few students who ended up going to university, so I didn't really know anyone when I started. So basically, when I started university, I was starting from complete scratch. I didn't have a single person that I knew whatsoever. So today I'm going to be sharing my tips for making friends in university, especially if you don't have anyone else that you know and you're basically starting from nothing. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, so my first tip is to fully engage with your classes. So when you're in university, it's very easy to sit at the back, not listen, not say anything, not give any answers, just sit there and do nothing and then leave. Like, it's very easy to do that because the people teaching the class aren't gonna point on everyone. They're not gonna like make an effort to get everyone involved. So you really have to do the work yourself. You really have to try to get involved as much as you can. You have to put your hand up, you have to participate in discussions, you have to really work hard to, to get out there. You really have to try your best to participate fully 100% in the classes, because this is how you make friends. You're not going to make friends by sitting in the corner and saying nothing and doing nothing and leaving. Like, that's 0% effort. You want to be giving 100% effort in all of your classes. You want to be trying so hard. Firstly, it's going to be helping out your learning, and secondly, it's going to, help you get to know people who you're around. So my second tip is to actually show up. The thing about university is that a lot of teachers either don't take attendance or they will take attendance, but they don't really care whether you show up or not. So yeah, basically just try to come to all of your classes, even when you're sick, even when you're tired, even when you finish work at 2 AM the night before. Just try to go at least every day. That way, like, you're not going to make friends if you don't show up. So just try to show up, try to be involved, try to, just stay at university for as long as you can. Like, tip number three. Tip number 3 is to make friends with strangers. So I know this sounds scary, I know this sounds hard, but like when you go into a lecture theatre, which is like basically kind of like a cinema seat where you all sit down and watch the lecture read off a slideshow. So you can sit by yourself, which is fine, or you can sit next to a random person. Just go up to a random person and be like, hi, can I sit here? And then just sit down, have a conversation. If you end up with a new friend, that's awesome. If they don't really want to talk to you and they tell you to go away, that's fine. At least you had a learning experience, and you can try again tomorrow and sit with someone else. Like, basically just try to talk to strangers as much as you can. Just go up to people in your class and be like, hey, can I sit here? And just sit there and just try to talk to them, get to know new people, and just talk to them. Number 4, group assignments. So in terms of academics, group assignments suck. Usually they mean you end up doing all of the work yourself because no one else in the group really cares. So obviously academically, group assignments are really bad. However, in the way of like making friends and getting to know new people, group assignments are, a pretty good way of going about that, because it kind of forces you to interact with other people, and it's a good excuse for meeting up outside of class. For example, you could be like, oh, do you guys want to study in the library after this class? We can work on the group assignment together. Or you can be like, oh, do you guys want to go get lunch later? You know, just sort of make a little excuse to sort of meet up outside of class, just with the group assignments. You can talk about the assignment, you can talk about other things, but it's a great way to make friends because, you know, you already have a reason to hang out together, so you might as well just like try to, you know, be friends. Number 5, try to join extra activities. So basically here I'm talking about clubs, sport, volunteering, or academic extra activities. Like for example, sometimes at my university we are offered to do like special workshops or special classes or just sort of like special events. So just try to volunteer, get involved in as much as you can, and it's a great way to make new friends and also improve your resume. So like even if you don't make new friends, that's still fine because you get to put it on your resume that you like did this thing, and it's just, you know, it's good for your overall self-development. Basically just try to take advantage of as many opportunities as you can. Just get involved as much as you can, just talk to new people as much as you can, and eventually you'll make some friends through one of these activities. Alright, so that is all of my tips. Let me know in the comments what are your best tips for making friends in university. Don't forget to check out my Twitter at Holcee12, my Instagram at Holcee12, my website it's holcee.wordpress.com. I also have Patreon, and I also have a donations page, and I also have merchandise with all new designs, so make sure you check that out, and I will see you next time. Bye!